Because 99.69% of all of the NFT community smokes the devil's lettuce, this is an absolute necessity to check out the Stoned Frogs that is minting this month on the 20th. Let's get into it. Before we do go into it, please note this is not financial advice. I'm just checking out the Stoned Frogs. Don't come at me if you buy it and you don't like your frog. We're going to start off on their Twitter. They have 8,400 unique frogs coming to grow on the Solana blockchain. It is a Solana project, and judging by the Twitter itself, it has that really great backing because obviously you can justify a lot of it based off of tweets that don't have these giveaways and stuff. So if you just even go on to something like the fan art appreciation post, you can see that there's a lot of engagement because most of this is probably from people A, wanting in, and B, people already in the Discord creating that community. And with 10 days left or so, I could see a lot more traction coming because right now this already looks like a sellout project. Going on to their website now, we just have the general information of the roadmap, the team, etc. But what's most important and what we're going to be looking at in depth is the white paper, because looking at the roadmap right now, this project has a potential of being really, really good. Things such as the P2E game, the Seeds token, Reefer Parties, the DAO, online store, game launch, Stoned Frogs Cannabis Farm, Stoned Frogs Coffee Shop, and just much more. And if they can execute, this will be awesome. Heading on over to the white paper, we're going to start off with community. Now, there is a Genesis collection with 8,400 NFTs, obviously on the Solana blockchain. And it does seem pretty high for a supply, especially on Solana. But with, OpenSea integration and stuff, I really don't see this being a problem. Now with this 8,400 Genesis collection, I'm assuming that you get access to the DAO, which they will be offering whitelist opportunities for their other projects, and investment opportunities, which are alpha calls, and giveaways exclusively to members in the DAO. Next, there is the mystery box, and it is pretty cool because what they're allowing holders to do is they're going to have a snapshot date where you have to be delisted, and whenever they select that date, anybody that is delisted at that time will be eligible for a mystery box. Now this mystery box will include up to $100,000 worth of prizes in USDC and much more. Now what's pretty cool is that holders of multiple Stoned Frogs are more likely to win rarer prizes. The more Stoned Frog NFTs you own, the more chances of winning a bigger prize. They're also implementing Reefer Parties. So after a later date, after the mint, they will be organizing in real life holder events for the Stoned Frogs community. Obviously the locations and times will be agreed on by the holders, and it's pretty cool because they're going to make it like an event around cannabis. You'll relax, smoke some strain, and eat some food with your fellow Stoned Frogs. The events will feature multiple competitions for prizes, including strain testings, create your own strain, and much more. Now, after all of this is said and done, I believe they will start the roadmap process if they already have not. Now, some of this stuff includes the cannabis coffee shop, the online store, and the cannabis farm. Starting with the cannabis coffee shop, I think this is a super cool implementation to their roadmap. The Stoned Frogs coffee shop will be an in-person coffee shop that offers cannabis products. It represents a place where you can join your fellow members of the community in a real-world setting, share joints, stories, and laughs together. They're still trying to decide a location, and it looks like it's not going to be in the US due to the legalities of it all, but they did state that the shop would be in one of the following locations: the Netherlands, Spain, Malta, Germany, or Thailand. Now, obviously you're thinking, a lot of us are in the US, so we probably won't be able to get to that coffee shop. Well, I think this is where the online store comes in, so they can reach out to the masses of their holders. They will be creating the online store on their website to allow users to purchase products using their token seeds. And the products include cannabis products, ashtrays, rolling papers, lighters, CBD products, merch, and just miscellaneous stuff like seasonal gifts and much more. Who can use the Stoned Frogs online shop? Anybody. Items will be available for purchase with seeds or SOL for holders and non-holders. Now, I'm not too sure how this is region constricted. I don't know how it will work for people that are in, states that don't have it legalized, and that can definitely deter a lot of people for even buying. But from a flipping standpoint, regardless if you smoke or do any sorts of these activities, the utility is there. So when they execute that utility or a checkpoint on that roadmap, the floor price should obviously act accordingly. What I really do enjoy about the Stoned Frogs is that they've been thinking about everything. They have the online store, they have the cannabis coffee shop, they have the mystery box, Reefer Parties, etc. But how do you supply that? Well, they are going to create the Stoned Frogs farm. And in order to ensure they have sufficient resources for their Stoned Frogs coffee shop and the online store, they have formed a legal counsel team that has submitted the necessary applications to European countries that will allow them to grow and trade marijuana. Now, that is really cool because they're going to great lengths to figure out everything for this to operate as smooth as possible. They're stating that the purpose of the Stoned Frogs farm is to act as a warehouse for the creation, organization, and distribution of cannabis products, merchandise, and other relevant resources to the Stoned Frogs coffee shop and online store. In their farm, they will be working alongside the community to create their own unique Stoned Frog strain of cannabis, which is really freaking cool. Now for the seeds token, the one that pays for a lot of this stuff, where you can go into the coffee shop, you can go to the online store and just buy some stuff. Well, most of it is going to be distributed via staking. Now, their tokenomics and stuff is still coming soon, so let's hop on over to staking and see how exactly they plan on doing this. So like most projects, they do have a staking yield where you can earn seeds daily by simply just holding your Stoned Frog NFT. Also, you can play the Stoned Frogs game for chance to earn additional seeds. Now what's cool about this is that owning additional frogs allows you to build a colony. This is important for the revenue sharing aspect of the project, so let's see how this works. Starting off, you have the eggs colony. Now this is the colony where you have 1 to 3 Stoned Frogs, and you will get 5% of the Stoned Frogs coffee shop's profits. This will be distributed quarterly to the holder's wallet address. The Stoned Frogs must be staked prior to the payout. Now that's cool because I'm sure with the coffee shop, it's probably taking in a lot of people. It's not just the members, or else they would be missing out on a lot of profit. So I'm sure it's just a public coffee shop, and that can also just maximize your profits that you could potentially get owning or being in the eggs colony. Next, they have the tadpoles colony, which is 4 to 6 Stoned Frogs, and you'll get 10% of the Stoned Frogs coffee shop's profits. And obviously that will be distributed quarterly as well. Next, the Stoned Frogs colony, which is 7 plus frogs. So if you have a colony of 7 or more, you will get 15% of the Stoned Frogs coffee shop's profits. Now this isn't saying if you're in the Stoned Frogs colony, you get the whole 15%. This just means that you're in the Stoned Frogs colony, which is a collective of all the people that have the 7 plus frogs, and you all get that 15%, but it's split between how many people are in that specific colony. Now it's obviously not stated in the white paper that that's how that works, but I'm assuming that anybody in those colonies get that percentage split evenly between the people that are in that specific colony. Finally, they have the Stone Frogs game where you can earn seeds as well, and it is an online multiplayer where it's a 1v1 or a 3v3, and it is also a tower defense game. Now they have two types of modes, which is the unranked deathmatch and the ranked deathmatch. Obviously, it's the unranked is just, you know, climbing your way up to the top of the 3v3 or 1v1 unranked leaderboards, but then the ranked is where it gets interesting, where you can wager your seeds and compete in the 3v3s or 1v1 ranked leaderboard battles. The winner takes 90% of the seeds that is wagered, the remaining 10% of seeds is burned. On top of that, they will have tournaments with prizes that they will host as well. Now, all of that is awesome, but what's really cool is their charity work. Now, their plan is to be able to donate to charitable organizations in the form of their token seeds. Now, their legal counsel is working closely with various cannabis charitable organizations so they can be able to do that. I'm really intrigued on how they will execute their roadmap, and I am literally so excited if they pull it off. Now, they are also hinting that they will have a lizard collection that is coming soon with more utilities. So if they can pull this off for the frogs, just imagine what they'll do with the lizards. Now, I don't think they have posted the mint price yet, so their Twitter is down below if you guys want to follow them and get updated in case that does happen. But with that being said, I think this project has uber amounts of growth from their mint price, so I can't really say or put a dot on a specific price that I would be entering if I don't get a whitelist, but I will be trying to get my hands on one as soon as possible. Now, I'm not even an avid smoker or anything like that, but I do know that the utility behind this project, I am investing in the team. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I'm going to be pushing really hard to try and post 2 to 3 times a week for you guys. I'm mostly on Discord, I'm mostly in NFT AIO, chatting it up with everybody and providing the best information that I can for you guys. If you guys want to, feel free to become an Orca. Click the link below. It's $25 a month, and I can honestly say it is a very great value, but obviously I'm a bit biased. Enough rambling. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. I'll catch you in the next one.